Hi, I'm Rylie and I'm here with my dad, Roger Teeter. We've been in business since 1981 and we've helped over 3 million people find natural relief from back pain. Dad, what was it that made you even start this company?
I wrecked my back, and on worst days, I couldn't get out of bed, crawling hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. When I found inversion, the relief I got was temporary, but it lasted longer than anything else I'd tried. And I wanted to bring it to the public by making a safe, user-friendly machine that didn't need to go to full inversion to get all the benefits.
Yeah, and it was through the word of mouth. It really was the fact that inversion worked and people sold it for us throughout the years. And if you go and you read the reviews, you'll hear those same raving remarks today about how inversions changed their life. So Dad, how does this relieve back pain?
It decompresses. That's the secret. Almost every other activity is compressive. Teeter is decompressive. When you invert and relax, your own body weight elongates your body, taking the pressure off joints, helping discs to rehydrate, to stretching and relaxing tense muscles, encouraging realignment, and taking pressure off pinched nerves or herniated discs.
So one thing that's unique about our product, and one thing you've always taught me, is design the product for the benefits, to really help people get the result that they're looking for, the natural back pain. Why don't we tell everybody about the bed design and how that facilitates getting relief?
This is the most comfortable bed that we've ever designed. Don't be fooled by beds that have foam on them. This bed has an 8-point floating suspension. It moves as freely as if it did have foam, but it also is decompressive. That means a surface that has a texture and design so that your body will slide on it and give you that elongation that actually gives you that relief you're looking for.
Right. I mean, foam's great if you want it in your bed, but we don't want to sink into our inversion table. We want our body to slide so that you can get all those benefits, the realignment, the decompression. That really is where the natural back pain relief comes from. I think one of the biggest things, as somebody that is your daughter, took over this company many years ago, is about quality. Why don't we talk about what you've put into this product? Your background's engineering. What did you do to make this so safe?
My background is engineering, actually aircraft, and I've been educated on how to design out fatigue. And fatigue's a problem because if you're cycling a machine from partial inversion, rocking back and forth, you're loading the machine first one way then the other, and that loads the metal and works it back and forth, and that can cause fatigue failure, just like breaking a coat hanger, which you can do by bending it over 1 minute. That's ordinary steel. We use special steels, high carbon, heat treated, to engineer fatigue out.
Right. I mean, one of my favorite stories is when we went through the UL safety certification, we rotate 30,000 times, and they went to 40,000, stopped it for time, and then you jumped on and did sit-ups.
That's right. This machine was totally structurally sound, but 4 lookalikes, and they did look alike, who used the wrong steel, actually failed at 11% of spec value. That's a little over 3,000 cycles, and we went 40,000 cycles.
It's pretty incredible the difference that making a product out of high quality materials will make. Another important thing in our design, I know that it took about 3 years of engineering to get our ankle clamp assembly to not only be comfortable but secure. Why don't you talk about the design?
Right, this has a hard backing which gives you the structural integrity, and then a 1/2 inch of foam that is ergonomically shaped so that your ankles are secured in complete comfort.
One of my favorite things is actually the ankle comfort dial, this easy way to twist and rotate the platform, and that makes sure that we're closing the ankles at the smallest part of the ankles, because if you close too high and then you rotate into inversion, there's a lot of slide there that actually will impede your ability to get that precision balancing of complete control, and it also helps ensure that your ankles are the most comfortable. So we want the foam at the ankles, and and not in the bed. And that's really how you make sure that you have the comfort and the results. So let's talk about another thing that I love is the traction handles.
My favorite.
Yes, I know, your favorite.
Well, you know, when I first inverted, it was inversion boots, and you had to go all the way upside down. In fact, I had to have help to hook my boots up. And I thought, as an engineer, I can design a safer, more user-friendly way to invert and avoid full inversion and yet get all the benefits. That's where these traction handles, that's a patented feature, by the way. You set the tether strap at an angle you're comfortable with, and then you can actually use the traction handles and arm power to further elongate the body and decompress it as though you were in full inversion.
I want to show everybody my favorite feature, which is the lumbar bridge. I'm one of those people that will sit with my legs crossed all the time. So if I go to the chiropractor, the first thing they notice is that my hips are out of alignment. And since they're the foundation of your spine, you need to get them in alignment so that the spine can actually be in alignment. So this lumbar bridge, you can fit it anywhere in the bed. And by putting it down low, it'll line up with the top of your hips, and using the traction handles, I always combine the two, you can really move those hips back into alignment. And you're gonna feel the difference in just how you can move and how you stand straighter and taller.
Right. Yeah, you stand up and you think you're taller, well, you're actually in better posture. Poor posture is unattractive, you know.
Yeah, it impacts the way that we look, it impacts the way that we feel, it impacts the way that we move, right?
It makes you look old by how you move. It gives you away your age.
It does. Movement. You know, there's so many different benefits with the Teeter Inversion Table. We focus on the back pain relief,
but that's just the beginning. Relief of stress, improving circulation, flexibility, correcting posture, stretching and relaxing, and helping you keep your original body shape. During the day, we all lose height because gravity squeezed the moisture out of our discs, and that shows up with a bigger waistline, a compression wrinkle, if you will, and it doesn't reverse overnight 100%, unfortunately. Over your lifetime, you have that permanent height loss. That's the one that's serious, that eventually will give you the debilitating back pain. Teeter is a way to build a resistance so that that doesn't happen if you start young enough.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the aging process and the resistance, but there's also the resistance in the fact, like any maintenance program, brushing your teeth, those types of things that help you avoid the issues. Inversion's a way to take care of the spine to avoid issues, because your back, the discs don't actually have a blood supply, and they don't have a lot of nerve endings to tell you when they're hurting, but the issues build up fissure by fissure. You get hit as a kid, you fall down the stairs as a young adult, and it builds over time until it's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Right, and discs get their nutrition by absorbing moisture. They can't absorb moisture when they're under pressure. So when you're standing or sitting, they're actually losing moisture. In bed, yes, you're at lower pressure, but you're still at 25% of standing body pressure, so the absorption is slow. When you invert with the Teeter, you decompress the spine to at or near zero and greatly increase the recovery time. That's why 3 to 5 minutes can make such a difference.
Right, because again, the discs are avascular. You don't have that blood supply that's bringing the nutrition. It's the moisture that's really bringing the nutrition. So inversion is simply allowing the body to help itself. But you need to be sure that you are doing it on a product that is facilitating the benefits. It's not impeding it with a foam bed that's made of quality, so that you can invert and be comfortable, relax, feel that great stretch, and not be worried about the quality of the product. So we've been doing this 40 years almost. Yeah. Changed 3 million lives. And this is really the focus, because it's been your passion. It's been your journey through your own back pain that has brought this company to being.
Right, wrecking my back 40 years ago. You know, the best part about it is that right today, I am doing the very same things at 81 that actually wrecked my back 40 years ago. And that would be impossible if I didn't have the Teeter as a decompression device, which I do use 2 to 3 times a day. You know, just 3 to 5 minutes to give your body that break and recovery time.
Yeah, I mean, it's shocking what 3 to 5 minutes can do to help you relieve the pain and maintain that flexibility, joint mobility that allows you to be active into your later years. So you changed your life. And we believe it can change yours. We believe this is an opportunity for you to take control of your life, to have something in your home that you can turn to when you have the pain, or better yet, make it a regular program so you can avoid the pain, so you can have that life you deserve and enjoy, like my dad does all the time with with his grandkids,
Water
my kids.
skiing, snow skiing, you know, keeping up with the grandkids, that's probably the hardest thing I do. You have got to be curious what the Teeter could do for you. You know what gravity's doing to you. You know, fight back by using the Teeter on a regular basis, 3 to 5 minutes, no more time than it takes to do a good job of brushing your teeth.
Yeah. Here's your opportunity. Feel the difference.